Hey there trainers, this is your guide to Absol in Pokemon Unite. Please note that this is an early interpretation of the game's mechanics, and as the meta progresses things may change slightly or drastically. Absol is one of the most complex Pokemon in the game in terms of mobility. Its movement options are high, its attacks are complex, and its builds are varied, thus I wanted this to be the first Pokemon for the series. Absol's best position currently is the center lane or jungle. Absol does not evolve, so it can have a strong early impact on the game, but can fall off late game. Your job is to help your allies win lanes and assassinate enemy damage dealers in a team fight. First, Absol's passive is Super Luck. It increases his crit rate. Easy. Its basic attack passive allows it to do boosted damage every third auto attack, which also causes a defense reducing effect on the target and is an AoE. It does more damage if it only hits one target. High-level players will be centering their attacks around this as a combo starter. At levels 1 and 3, Absol gets its first move choices. Feint causes Absol to dash in an arc. For anyone that's ever played League of Legends, the arc is like Diana's Q. The move also does true damage, meaning it is unaffected by your opponent's defenses. You will want this to speed up your clear early game, so take it at level 1. At level 3, you will get Slash. This is a front attacking move that increases your critical hit rate. At level 5, you get the choice between Night Slash and Pursuit. This is where your build comes into play. As an assassin, your goal is to help take out threats to your team and assist them in scoring goals. As a general rule, if your opponents are going to be doing a lot of kiting, you will want Pursuit. If they are brawlers, Night Slash is a better option. Playing Absol is going to require extensive knowledge of the game in both your own character as well as matchups for your ally lanes. Night Slash slashes in an area with the same arch as Feint. After landing a hit with it, you get a second attack that lunges in the desired direction. This attack increases your critical hit ratio. Upon upgrading, the second hit can heal you. This attack is your bread and butter for dueling. The heal is substantial and the mobility is high. This move can go through walls, but note that in order for that to work, the reticle inside the attack range must be on the other side of the obstacle. This move is great for fighting units like Snorlax who rush in then out when their health is low, as it both allows you to deal damage while keeping up sustain and lets you chase them down. Pursuit, however, is for picking off runners. It does no damage on its own, but it empowers your next auto attack to have increased range and, if you successfully attack the opponent from the rear, reduces the move's cooldown. This is a great move to use for picking off an enemy Vulpix or Cramorant who is shredding your team from a distance, as the mobility increase is massive. In addition, once upgraded, this move also gives you a burst of speed, which will help you chase down other speedsters who usually could escape combat, or that can crowd control you and run away. This is your go-to if the opposing team only has one real damage threat and you want it knocked out. At level 7, you get your next ability choice between Psycho Cut and Sucker Punch. Psycho Cut slashes forward and increases your basic attack damage for 3 attacks and slows the target's movement speed. Once upgraded, it gives you movement speed while you are near the enemy you hit with the attack. This ability is good for chasing down melee Pokemon like Zeraora and Talonflame who get in and get out. It allows you to do substantial damage while they are in and then lets you keep track of them when they are out. Meanwhile, Sucker Punch is more for assassinations. After taking a short leap back, you dash towards the target and attack, dealing a good amount of damage. This move also tracks, so even if they get an increased movement speed buff or eject button, once they are in your line of sight, they cannot get away. If you are hit during the charge up for this attack, you cause a displacement, which is a short crowd control that moves them to the side. This attack is great for targeted damage. It further helps prevent runners from escaping. Once upgraded, it also gives you a movement speed boost. Finally, your Unite move, or Ultimate, does damage in an area in front of you, dealing heavy damage on the final hit and displacing the opponent, generally pushing them away from Absol's starting position. He then returns to that point and is untargetable while using the attack in general. This attack is great for when you are flanking in a team fight and the enemy is vulnerable, allowing you to shove the opponents deeper into the fight and setting up for a kill. Absol is a short-range physical attacker with a lot of mobility. Scope Lens is almost mandatory as it stacks onto your passive critical hit chances and allows for devastating hits. Float Stone lets you get into position quicker, and Assault Vest will make your assassination attempts more successful and prevent Vulpix and other crowd controllers from being able to stop your all-ins. Energy Amplifier is also a great choice. Once you flank and land your ultimate, you will do increased damage and be able to pick off any stragglers. For a laning build, consider attack weight to increase your damage by a substantial amount over the course of the game, and shell bell to help keep you from having to fall back. As far as player items, you will want the standard fluffy tail for jungling. If you don't have that, eject button or X speed are also good options. For laning, I would recommend Goal Getter to get as much out of your attack weight as possible. Absol's build is heavily dictated by what they want to do during the match, and knowing that is half the battle. While I cannot tell you the build for each individual game setup, I can offer some advice. Psycho Cut and Pursuit is a devastating chase down combo. If you can time the pursuit to land during your defense break on your auto attacks, you can Psycho Cut to slow them, then use Pursuit to get behind them, and finally use a hyper empowered auto attack to decimate their hit points, if not outright take them down. Sucker Punch and Night Slash give you an insane wombo combo that can come from anywhere at any time. It's fast and deadly, but can be difficult to aim due to the precision required, and will require some muscle memory and thinking. Just remember, Sucker Punch will always put you on the exact opposite side of your enemy, and be prepared to aim your cursor from there in quick succession. If you fail this combo, you will suffer dire consequences, if not a swift death. Sucker Punch and Pursuit give you a solid way to lock onto the target and guarantee the back attack needed for Pursuit's cooldown reset. Pursuit just to get closer, Sucker Punch, then basic attack. In a team fight, this will CC the enemy and put you in position to hit them with a double pursuit. Your main goal with Absol is to level fast and gank early and hard, and then maintain a level lead for the entirety of the match. This is done in part because Absol's first ability, Feint, allows you to jump the base wall at the start of the match, letting you take down your little pup early and begin working on your red-blue buffs. Once you take down Lillipup, kill your Ludicolo, and then move down to your Buffalon. Once you have your buffs, take your 2 Crawdons and begin evaluating the game state. If your team has already pushed to their goal, or the enemy team is overextended in general, consider ganking those lanes. If not, try to get a sneaky kill on an enemy Crawdon to push your experienced lead ahead, and set yourself up to take the enemy side Crawdons first. As Absol, if you can't get a guaranteed kill, or at least scare off an enemy gank attempt, you want to be farming up and ahead in experience and levels. Never forget, all the skills in the world won't matter if you're 2 levels down. Absol's job is generally to get in, get a KO, and get out. Don't expect your score to be the highest in the game, but you still may see that MVP sticker once you get your assassination skills down. Absol is an absolute nuisance early game and can single-handedly take out the opponent's damage dealers late game and in the game. Hide in the bushes, stay alert, and go for the kill. Make no mistake, Absol is an assassin, and you will want to remain in the shadows until the right moment. Be sure to be aware of your surroundings and abilities, use your moves cleverly, such as using the curved shape of Night Slash to go around Snorlax's block and attack him from behind, or to jump over a wall and run behind the enemy team and flank them for a unite attack. And that's it! You now have the knowledge you need to play Absol. Get into practice mode, get a feel for its attacks and combos, and get to assassinating. And remember, have fun, and be sure to call your roll pre-game. Did you enjoy this video and was it helpful for you? Be sure to like and subscribe and hit that bell. If you have any questions, put it in the comments below, and I'll see you in the next one.